Does icing the kicker really work in the NFL? Have you ever wondered if the tactic of icing the kicker actually makes a difference in the National Football League? This strategy involves calling a timeout right before the opposing kicker attempts a field goal. The goal is to disrupt the kicker's rhythm and concentration. But does it really work? When we look at the statistics, the evidence suggests that icing the kicker does not consistently lower the success rate of field goals. In fact, when analyzing raw data, iced kicks show a success rate that is about 3 to 8 percentage points lower than non-iced kicks. However, this difference is often influenced by the context in which icing is used. Coaches typically call timeouts in high-pressure situations, like longer field goals or crucial game-deciding attempts. These scenarios naturally have lower success rates, regardless of whether icing is involved. For field goals that are longer than 33 to 34 yards, some studies indicate that icing might slightly increase the chance of a miss. This effect tends to be more noticeable as the distance of the kick increases. However, the impact is small and not universally agreed upon among experts. In critical moments of the game, such as the final minutes or overtime, research has shown that there is no statistically significant difference in success rates between iced and non-iced kicks. Interestingly, some analyses suggest that icing may actually provide kickers with a moment to reset and refocus, which could improve their performance. Veteran kickers, those with more experience and established pre-kick routines, seem to be less affected by icing attempts compared to their less experienced counterparts. Psychological studies indicate that while pressure can impact athletes in various ways, many kickers in the National Football League are quite resilient under stress. Therefore, the timeout may not disrupt their concentration as much as coaches hope. In practical terms, for special teams and positional analysis, the data suggests that while icing the kicker is a common tactic, it does not reliably decrease field goal success rates. Coaches might still choose to use this strategy in close games because it is one of the few tools they have to influence a critical kick. However, from a statistical perspective, the effectiveness of icing is minimal. Ultimately, the success of a field goal depends more on the kicker's skill, the distance of the kick, weather conditions, and the pressure of the game rather than the timeout itself.